I'd like to introduce to you a very special customer of ours. He's not our biggest customer, but he has spent a full third of his life obsessed with the challenges and the pure fun of engineering and making things. And I think you're going to be inspired, as I am, by his unique perspectives on design. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Schuyler St.
and why the world is on a path to make designing ubiquitous. Let's start with a look way back in time. Leonardo da Vinci was a prolific inventor. The design tools of his day were a sharpened piece of charcoal and some rudimentary parchment. But he struggled to go from a pencil sketch to a working prototype. That's why you never saw a helicopter in the 15th century. Let's fast forward to the 19th century. Advances in technology enabled Thomas Edison to bring his ideas to life. But, contrary to popular belief, he didn't actually invent the light bulb. He only improved on Humphrey Davy's 50-year-old idea. The true genius of him was that he designed and tested thousands of different filament designs. Design and test, over and over again, until he landed on the one that provided adequate luminescence combined with bulb longevity. So why am I talking about his design process? Well, the world is a different place. There's some really, really interesting things that had happened that could change everything. Let's take a moment to reimagine Edison in 2012. If Edison were alive and inventing today, he would use a 3D CAD tool like Autodesk University. He'd post his design files to Thingiverse where they could be quickly iterated with crowdsourcing. He used Instructables to document his work, and he'd manage his IP with Creative Commons. And to fund all this, he'd have a Kickstarter campaign with various Friends of Edison financial support levels. In fact, a few weeks ago I saw a Kickstarter project. The light bulb reinvented. Could Edison be back? But I'm getting ahead of myself. Did you know that today is Bill Nye, the science guy's birthday? Are there any Bill Nye fans out there? Well, I'm a big fan of him. And in honor of him, I would like you to consider the following. Point 1. Computing is ubiquitous. In the 1970s, a computer was as big as a whole room and only used by serious people with lots of letters after their names. Are you one of them? I got my first computer when I was 4 years old. Now I have a variety of desktop and laptop computers, as well as a tablet and a smartphone. The point is that kids today have access to computing power that in your day was referred to as supercomputing. We can crunch numbers, design amazingly complex objects, and run system-level simulations, all from the comfort of our keyboards. Point 2. The internet has transformed everything. Kids like me have grown up with the web. We've never known a world without the internet. Google has been my best online friend since I opened my first browser window. You know how kids ask their parents thousands of questions like, why is the sky blue? Or, what's the 8th decimal place of pi? Well, instead of asking my parents, I just Google it. The web is a gateway to anything and everything. I learned how to knit at knittinghelp.com. I learned how to program Arduinos at ladyada.net. I got much better at using Autodesk Inventor by watching John Helfand's YouTube tutorials. It's no longer a question of looking in the right school district, but having a fast broadband connection and the desire to learn. By the way, if any of you are potentially, I could really use a fiber drop to my house. See me after my talk. And in case you're wondering, the 8th decimal of pi is 5. Point 3. Fabrication tools are becoming personal. The first 3D printer was invented in 1984 by Schuyler St. Like the 1970s computers, they were big and expensive and were used by big companies with big budgets. Just 10 years ago, the cheapest 3D printer was setting back at least $25,000. Today, you can get a 3D printer for as low as $500. Thanks to Autodesk and Google, you can get introductory CAD software for free. You can get a personal laser cutter, a small CNC machine for a few $1,000s. Now let's take a look at the developments in the area of electronics. There are a large number of options from 8-bit microcontrollers like the Arduino to 32-bit mini computers like the Raspberry Pi. But hardware is only half the story. The low cost and ease of programming has made these devices pervasive in many designs. I recently found out that you're not supposed to learn how to program microcontrollers until your second year of electrical engineering courses. But since no one told me, I went in and taught myself anyway. Like Edison, I can dream up ideas and bring them to life. I can take a new design and turn it into a first prototype within hours. If I need a bigger tool like a CNC machine or a laser cutter, I can go to my local hackerspace and use theirs. Fab houses enable me to scale my production in days. The speed at which ideas hit the commercial market has been shrunk by several orders of magnitude. Are you prepared for competition that moves at this speed? That's what my generation is already doing. So put all of these factors together. 1. Computers. 2. The internet. And 3. Personal fabrication tools. And you can clearly see the democratization of the design process is complete. I'm in middle school and I'm a designer. Imagine what I'll do when I get to college. I can't wait for the future. Thank you. Introduce all of you to Autodesk's Maker-in-Chief, Mr. Kowalski. Not what we got there, but can yours do this? Lights, please.
Well, that's pretty good, Schuyler. Let me see what mine can do.
Well, mine can do this. It has an accelerometer in it, so it changes the lights according to how I dance.
Okay, you win.
Now I'm going to need your lab coat to show how it was made at the Creative Studio.
Okay, you can take it for me?
Yep.
Okay, thanks.
You're welcome.
There you go. Thank you, Schuyler.
Thank you.
Pleasure. So by the way, if you ever want to know where young engineers come from, there you go. And if you want